E aí, galera, voltamos. Pra quem não sabe, esse jogo aqui a gente tá fazendo uma série, então se você não viu nenhum dos episódios, eu indico que você volte e assista do primeiro, pra fazer sentido. E é isso, vamos continuar. Ok, chegamos, dá aquela renderizada. Renderiza, renderiza, renderiza! Foi. Oi, moço.
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure. Welcome to Groundbreaker, by the by. Don't mind the heat. Got a few days before it reaches critical. I'm sure...
Continua falando aí que ninguém se importa. Ah, não tá olhando, né? Rouba tudo, rouba tudo. As pessoas não podem te ver roubando, mas não verem. Essa aqui tá distraída, pô, tá trabalhando.
Hey, Captain. Up in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
That's not the point. This halfway just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even denying. Jackass had a...
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
You get too good at
Galera, vai derrubar tudo.
Not so fast. What do you think you're doing? Keep your hands to yourself.
Moça, fica à vontade. Vai, anda aí. Beleza. É muito bom que a Pavate fica me olhando, tipo... Capitão, você tá roubando isso, capitão? Capitão, por que você tá roubando essas coisas? Munição a gente pega mais depois se precisar. Capitão, não tem necessidade. Fica roubando esse troço bobo. Moço, tem coisa trancada na minha nave que eu quero abrir. Eu preciso dos gasos, sei lá, não lembro os nomes do bagulho. Ai, tentação que é essas coisas. Os cartuchos de bit. Tem ninguém olhando? Tem ninguém olhando, mano. Você encontrou o cartucho de identificação do manto holográfico. Agora o disfarce será ativado automaticamente ao entrar na área restrita associada. Beleza. E rouba esses cartões de bit aí, porque sim. Eu tenho que equipar o manto?
Customs and inspection, right this way.
Calma aí, mestre. Deixa eu... Rapidinho. Eu vou continuar com a minha armadura, né? Vai que acontece alguma coisa bizarra. É isso mesmo, né? 16, 16. O capacete é esse aqui. Como é que eu equipo o manto, mano? Eita, que eu sou burro. Tá aqui, ó. É, tá, mas não precisa equipar então, né?
Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it.
Beleza.
Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
Ah, capitão.
You take the starch out of them, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Yeah, sure, man.
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it. Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Um,
The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly. Be seeing you.
vambora.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland. We're hearing things.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first, but then this voice said his name was Bran?
Graham, right. Podcasting on a dead world full of monsters.
Ok. Curti. Posso entrar e roubar o bagulho e ninguém vai. Nossa, que susto. Cartucho de identificação do market. Eu acho que eu peguei um outro cartucho de identificação lá dentro, só que eu não vi do que era. Tá bloqueado, né? Então tá bom.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch. Anarchists live as one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed. Embargo ensures that nothing can leave the planet and threaten our hard-working citizens. This story brought to you by Halcyon News. All the news that's fit to broadcast.
Vocês vão reclamar? Poxa, moço. Queria tanto esse gyoza aí. Mano, gyoza é o bolinho de carne de porco chinês, não é? Vamos lá.
Can we rent an upstairs room?
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought. Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
É muito bits, né, mano?
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms... Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
Rota Rosa, mano, é onde tem o bagulho pro robô.
You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs. Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done. Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. She's been trying to get a handle on this heat problem we've got. You'll find her fretting in engineering. I'd say she's a sweet girl, but law forfend someone call me a liar. Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
Poxa, moralista. Acabei de roubar um desses, não acabei? Vamos falar com o outro Zé Ruela que aprendeu a minha nave. Só descobrir onde é que ele tá. Ali.
Are you listening to me, Emperor?
Com licença.
I'm just gonna hang in the back and try not to touch anything.
Halcyon News.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. You must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer? This is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped? Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have. He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he? Ah, that's just like him. Such a sentimental man. Tell me, how did he die? No! How dreadful. That was always Alex's greatest fear, you know. Devoured by those fiends. Becoming one with their droppings. Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all? Well, Alex knew, or he said he did. And you have his ship. Maybe he kept some records around, or a conveniently placed note on his bedside table? You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm.
O maluco tá tentando ressuscitar a galera lá que foi abandonada no espaço, tá ligado? E eles estão tratando o maluco como um terrorista. Olha que doideira. Ele nunca mencionou.
Well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
Não, tá tudo tranquilo. Ah, vamos ver.
It's personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably, terribly personal. Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go a long way. It's my white whale, I suppose. It's fine, really. It's perfectly fine. I understand. Now, if you've nothing else, please see yourself out. I'd like to drown myself in work.
Nível 8. Que belezinha. Tá. Vamos fazer as missões secundárias agora, pra não perder elas. Que isso acontece e eu não quero fazer isso. Missão secundária. Armas do Gazê. Isso aqui é a que a gente já tava vendo. Gravação, ok. Solução vital. Vamos ver esse aqui primeiro. Que é aqui, né? Vamos lá. Opa! Uso terminal. Ah, não tenho ainda. Mas se eu upar, talvez. Vamos ver. Personagem. Habilidade. Hack. Só preciso trocar de armadura, mano. E agora? Hack 21. Usar terminal. Hacking. Tá. Esse aqui eu não tenho como ver mesmo, né? Tá tudo bem. Opa, é esse aqui que eu queria, colocar minha armadura de volta, né? Porque provavelmente a gente vai se meter em encrenca, porque é o nosso estilo de jogo. 16. Sim, aí dá menos 5 de furtividade. E esse aqui, mesma coisa. Ah, bom. Vamos tentar resolver o problema de calor. Esse aqui é o mesmo ou é diferente? Episódios recentes. Às vezes públicos. O calor. Você viu? A gente ganhou missão só por olhar o terminal, entendeu? Por isso que eu falo que tem que dar uma lida nos bagulhos sim. Que tu vai liberar.
I am not making a scene.
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service. He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate. I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. Look out though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
Assim que eu gosto. Queima todo mundo. Aqui, aparentemente me dá uma missão no fim do mundo. Alguma coisa interessante aqui pra roubar? Não que eu seja um bandido, não que eu vá roubar, mas... Ops, mãos leves. Só mais um. Aqui.
You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
Tá bom. Deu hora. Ops. Corre, mano. Se eu entrar de novo, vai estar novo já? Esse aqui dá pra fazer, hein? Pô, podia me recuperar pelo menos os dois que eu uso, mano.
For the last rat is on rotten time. Leave me in peace. You hoe-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you?
Ah, tudo bem, tá tudo bem. Vambora. Eu queria a missão de resolver o troço calor, sei lá o que. Vamos voltar aqui. Ó, tá vendo? As arruinadas é porque eu não... É porque eu fui fazer a missão principal e as secundárias eu não pude mais fazer, entendeu? Por isso que... Vou fazer essa tarefa aqui.
Oh, neat! They got stuff in here I ain't seen in ages.
Welcome to Sublight Salvage and Shipping, a legitimate business for legitimate consumers. You the one flying the Unreliable? Miss Lily has been expecting you. I'll unlock the door. Sure am. A few years back they got me started on simple acquisitions. You know those latches they put on cargo bays ain't worth a damn? These days I stick to HQ and look after Miss Lilia.
Tá certo, mano. Que ele sempre olhando em volta pra ver se tem alguma coisa pra roubar.
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my office. Saves me the work of hunting you down.
Eita.
Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight, otherwise you wouldn't have come. Not a word. Pity. My guy in marketing is about to lose his other thumb. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere. Is Ada still at the helm? I don't know how many times I told Hawthorne to restore that smartass to factory settings. I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings. But there's a catch.
There is a catch. Always there's a catch.
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested? I like that initiative, but ease back on the throttle. Gladys at the Rest and Go might have what you need. If there's anything else, be quick about it. Time is bits. Be seeing you. Make sure you aren't followed on your way out.
Ok. Teoricamente a gente pegou mais uma missão. Vamos entrar aqui de novo. Acho que tem que fazer isso.